Alright y'all, so it is raining, storming, we got thunderstorms, we got tornadoes. So obviously the boat staying in the garage, the kayak staying in the garage. I'm under a bridge right next to my little creek here. Not so little at the moment, we've got a couple, it's been raining a bit, so this creek's way up. It comes up real fast, it goes down real fast. I'm trying to get some bait fish. I want to get some bait fish for tomorrow when I can take the boat out, when the weather clears. But there's catfish in here too. I've caught them before. You know, there's no monsters, probably. You know, I mean, I guess there could be. Something gets trapped in here, but this is a really small little creek. But I have caught some nice Slimecat out of here. And, you know, who knows? We could get lucky. So, coming on, I'll get all set up and we'll watch the watch. Alright, so caught a little green sunfish and put that out on a couple of catfish poles upstream, but just a little bit right there where I can watch them, but they're not in the way. And so I'm out here, just got a bobber and a worm, jig head crawler, and just trying to catch a little bait that I can keep alive till tomorrow. Something's messing with the bobber. I love bobber fishing. Literally been doing this my entire life since I was a small child. Now there are some gar in this little creek too, and they can be pesky. I got my worm. That's going to happen also. I'm only putting on, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a night crawler maybe. Not a very big one, a small little jig. I think it's a 1/16 ounce jig. And just string it up, a little crappie bobber. Put a little weight on it so you can cast it. Get like it. There's definitely fish in here. Try over here. I'll let it sit for a second and then I'll get you bites pretty quick, but I'll move it. This creek is Crappie, whatever that was. This creek's full of green sunfish. And there's a bite. Alright, something's on. Green sunfish. That is a wonderful 8 size green sunfish. And he got my worm, so I'm going to have to rebait that rod. So show you what I'm going to do here. I brought 2 stringers because I know how this creek is. And I'm going to put him. I'm going to try and fill this stringer up, thereby filling up my bait tank. And we're going to tie it to this stringer to make it really long. Yeah, it gets pretty muddy down there close to the bank, so I don't want to be close to the bank. That close to the bank anyway. When I do have my baits on, if I land a big fish, or if I get a big fish, I need to land it or something, I'll get down in there. But well, let's go way out there, and I will stick this in the ground right here. Ow, that ground's hard. Maybe right here. There we go. ain't pulling that out. And that's how I catch bait for these catfish trips. So if any of these rods go down, I'll show you that too. All right, y'all. So it's pretty much every cast. I'm gonna kind of show you what I'm doing here again. You know, it's fun. I got come down here when the weather's bad and catch some bait on the bobber. We've got a real big one earlier. I didn't get really good on film, but they're on camera. But yeah, that's our start. That's the start. And we'll fill up this whole streamer. And I've caught probably 6 fish on this one worm. Well, it's one part of a worm. It's looking pretty ragged. I'm going to leave it on. Out of it. These cars are tough going over the top so you can hear me. Basically just toss it and hit it pretty quick usually. Might be a little short on that cast. Try that again. We got a little piece of worm on there. There we go. Keep it down there. Put my did. Might have got my worm on that one. If not, I believe that person would like to see the water got my worm. Yep, he got my worm. But hey, that one worm caught a whole bunch of fish, so you gotta like the bang for your buck. The worms cost what, $4, $3, $4. I can catch enough bait for probably 4 trips with 1 box of worms. So that's cool. Let's see if I can get one. Just about every cast. That one's kind of marginal. So, a little bigger. A little bit bigger than that. If they become hard to catch, then I'll keep those size. But as easy as they are to catch right now. I got no problem throwing back little ones. I might keep some little ones just for smaller size baits. I want to get my limit in first, or get my stringer full first. There's a specific spot you kind of got to get to. Which if I walked up over there, it'd be weird. I caught a leaf. That was the problem. I'm going to get the bites on a leaf. I say that. That might not be true. Alright, let's get one more for you guys. Unfortunately, the water is 0 current. There we go. Okay. That's the fish right there. It's funny, you know the spot where they're going to hit it. Of course, when I want them to, they don't. We don't have the camera on to hit it all day right there. Well, that looks like it got a little weather blowing in. Well, that's why I'm under the bridge. I'm going to sit down here for quite a while. Probably a few hours. It's so dark. Catch a whole bunch of little fish and maybe luck into a catfish or something. But we're just going to let these sit in the rod holders, and we're just going to hang out and watch this storm roll in. All right, y'all. We only need one more to fill the stringer. So we're going to try up on the other side. I've been catching them all over this entire creek. I mean, they're kind of everywhere in here. We'll give this a little try up here. Work it a little bit. Oh, missed him. Yeah, missed him. Had one. One more nice one. One more now. Oh, I was too late. I wasn't ready for that at all. As soon as it hit the water, boy, it went down. Put it right back over there again. You're going to get the one. Right back in there. Oh, I missed the spot. On top of the tree. There we go. Oh, okay, so I see where they are. A couple of big trees kind of hanging over there. They're sitting under these trees. And they're hitting it as soon as it hits the water. Okay, let me stop. Let's go. Come on. You can do it. That was the time that we probably got my worm. Yes, you got my worm. Alright, come on now. I see one more. I've only been down here for maybe 20, 30 minutes. I mean, I've caught a bunch of small ones that I threw back that were, I thought, too small for baits. We'll just let them grow till the next time I come down. mean, I think kids fish here and people fish here sometimes, but I don't think anybody like keeps anything. It's just pretty much green sunfish and gar and maybe a channel cat here and there. And actually, I did just catch a largemouth bass a second ago, a tiny guy. He was itty bitty, but he was a largemouth bass in this creek, so that's always impressive. Alright, those are little ones. I'm going to look over there. I don't even want to deal with that. I need one more nice good size one. And the nice ones have been coming from down there. I'll throw it in there. I'll do a real slow retrieve. The bigger ones seem to like it moving a little bit better. Yeah. But he's not going to be big enough. I've caught a ton of these little guys. It's not quite big enough yet for bait. In a couple months they'll grow a little bit. I think they grow pretty quick. I don't even know where that went. Down is where it went. It might be another tiny one, or I might have missed it. Can't see anything. The light is on the camera there, so you can probably see me better than I can see you. It's pretty dark under this bridge, and of course there's no sun because it's all storm clouds up there. Dragging it around. There we go. That one feels better. That feels like a keeper one. Yeah. You did it like a ton of bread. I thought he was big. He did it like a champion. Fought real hard. It's tiny. Just might give another one to smack it. We got the Slimecat Crappie rod here. Medium light, 4-pound test. Crappie bobber. 16 South Street head, little piece of night crawler. Pretty much will catch any fish in any body of water, honestly. I'm a big fan of natural baits. Of course, I'm not a big bass fisherman, so I don't use a lot of lures. Although I have lured, I have bass fish, I can bass fish, I just don't. I don't get excited about 5-pound fish, I get excited about 30-pound fish. Of course, it's fun to come out here and catch these little guys too. If you're a cat fisherman, you're a bait fisherman. And here in the Midwest, these little green sunfish are like flathead candy. I got little ones just tagging it all the way in. Ooh, that was a bigger hit. That little guy, unbelievable. No way that little guy hit it that hard. No way that little guy hit it that hard. That's crazy. These green sunfish, pound for pound, Probably one of the hardest fighting fish there are. I mean, they're tiny and they fight. If that thing was 10 pounds, whew, that would be fun. A 10-pound green sunfish. I wonder what the state record for green sunfish. I'll have to look that up. Or at least what the master angler is for green sunfish. I'm sure I've probably got that. As many as I've caught. Alright, that one feels definitely. That feels like bait size there. No, another small one. Maybe it's because they're so far away from me that I feel like they're hitting it hard. Give me one back. So yeah, I mean, you can just come under a little bridge or a little creek in your neighborhood. Come down here with whatever rig you want. Throw a worm out. You're going to catch fish. Urban fishing. Now, of course, I'm in Grain Valley, Missouri, so it's not super urban. It's getting there. Oh man, these little ones are just tagging it. They're going to take my worm. Just kind of reel it real slow. Bring it across the current. And the big ones usually tend to really smack it. Another little one. Tiny one. You got a lot of balls, my man. Props to you. Oh, I see. One more keeper. One more good keeper. I got a stringer full. Still pretty small. I have got the tiniest, biggest piece of worm on this pylon as well. Let's keep hitting it, not big ones. Because I've got a tiny little bait. If I reel it a little bit faster. And you've been seeing this bait for 30 minutes now. I'm gonna put it and worried my battery's gonna die. So we'll just make an outro real quick. Show you what I got. All right, that is a whole bunch of catfish candy right there. And I got one spot left that I'm going to fill up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8 baits. You know, that'll be good for tomorrow. Because tomorrow's Tuesday, I got to work on Wednesday. So I won't have all night or anything to fish. But let me get one more on there and I'll have bait. Put these in the bait tank and keep them alive till tomorrow. I suppose I can just keep on a stringer right here till tomorrow. But so yeah, that's what I do when it rains. I come under a bridge, I catch bait. I put some channel cat rods out. And I have caught channel cats here, but not very often. You know, they swim by every once in a while, and more in the summertime once they've come way up from the bigger rivers and stuff. But there you have it. Fun times. Get out there and go fishing.